Hello and welcome to this presentation regarding Key Stage 4 options for 2022, which is suitable for both parents and students of Year 9 who are considering what options to take at GCSE at the start of Year 10 in September this year. During this presentation, I'm going to talk about a number of things that you need to consider when choosing your GCSE options. The national curriculum, the core and the optional curriculum here at Waldegrave, the options process, and sources of further information and support that you can use in order to make well-informed decisions that are right for your child as they enter Year 10. So the government has denoted a number of subjects that are known as EBAC subjects. And this is simply a set of subjects at GCSE that keep a young person's options open for further study and future careers. And these are the subjects that the government includes in an EBAC, all of which can be studied through the GCSE options here at Waldegrave. Our core curriculum will involve the students taking both English language and literature, maths, which they've already started in Year 9, science, either the combined GCSE or there is the option to take triple science, and RE. In addition to this, every week, every student will have a core PE lesson, which is where they will undertake the Active Lifestyles programme, which is designed to enhance lifelong participation in physical activity for both enjoyment and health and well-being, and the PDC programme, which involves citizenship, sex and relationships, enterprise and work-related learning. In addition to this core curriculum, there are a wide range of extracurricular opportunities that will be open to students in Years 10 and 11. A vast number of Year 9 have already opted to take Bronze DOV Award this year, and they will continue to have opportunities if they wish to take the Silver Award in Year 10 and 11, and even possibly the Gold in Sixth Form should they have the interest to do that. They will have an opportunity to work towards the Mayor's Award, which is various elements of school life contributing towards a certification from the local mayor for their contribution in school life. Any student that still has interest in music can still participate in the choirs, the orchestras, and music lessons for individual instruments. Those students who enjoy PE, there are still sports teams and competitive opportunities throughout the year in different sports. There is the continued opportunity to take part in drama productions and drama events. Students can be involved in fundraising for charity. And as students go towards the end of Year 10 and into Year 11, they will have the opportunity to take on roles of responsibility, which include prefects, house captains, and head girl. Some students may choose to represent their tutor group via the student parliament, and some students may wish to get involved in a particular project, whether that be Ecotopia or our Equality and Diversity group, or other opportunities that arise throughout the school year. Students will have the opportunity to choose 4 further subjects in addition to the core curriculum at GCSE. And these are the subjects that are offered as part of the optional curriculum. So students can take art, drama, music, PE GCSE, history, geography, DT in the disciplines of textiles, graphics or product design, a modern foreign language of either French, German or Spanish. They can opt to take triple science, computing, food and nutrition, and for some students who particularly work with the inclusion department, they may opt to follow the flexible pathway. What we do advise is that students consider the subjects they enjoy and they wish to find out more about and learn about, a broad and balanced curriculum that keeps doors open to lots of different subjects at post-16 and post-18, but also things that provide a good balance of skills in the different GCSEs. In terms of modern foreign languages, we advise the majority of students to continue to study with one modern foreign language, the one they've been studying since the start of Year 7. Now, different universities will have different requirements, but in a global world, continuing studying a language offers a wide-ranging skill set that students may find useful at post-16 and post-18 study and into future careers. Students that do speak and can read and write another language, perhaps that they speak at home, may be able to take this at GCSE. If that is the case, then we advise students and parents to discuss that with their language teacher, or they can contact Mrs. Robinson, who is the Head of Modern Foreign Languages, via email for further information and advice. For selected students, the flexible pathway may be an appropriate option, and you will be contacted by our inclusion department if we believe this is the right pathway for your child. This includes the option of having some study support, which could include different programs such as the Learning Skills Programme, the Prince's Trust Achieve Award, BTEC in-home cooking at either level 1 or level 2, and as part of that programme they also offer wraparound support for English, Maths and Science. Miss Salisbury and the inclusion team has been contacting parents of students where this will be suitable and has arranged a separate meeting regarding this as part of the options programme. So when it comes to making choices, there is no rush. You have until the 23rd of February to consider your decision and make your choices. Okay, there is no rush, there is no first come first serve when returning the options form. So we say you can do a maximum of 2 creative arts subjects. Okay, and the reason for that is we want you to consider your workload and also the possibility of having a broad and balanced curriculum. You can do both history and geography if you decide they're the subjects you really enjoy and you wish to study. Now you can only do 1 DT subject, so that is graphics, textiles or product design. That's because the DT is 1 GCSE and there are different disciplines within that DT GCSE. But you can do food and nutrition plus a design technology GCSE. We expect most students will choose to do a modern foreign language, and there is obviously the flexible pathway for selected students. Now as parents, we advise that you support your daughter, and there is a wide range of resources available to you to help you find out more information about each of the optional subjects that can be studied. We advise discussions amongst families, and please support your daughter in considering carefully what are the most appropriate subjects that she enjoys and she considers she will do well in. And remember, it's their future. They're the ones that are going to have to study the GCSEs and complete the work. And we find generally students that pick subjects they enjoy are engaged, they are disciplined with the work ethic, they meet deadlines, and it's a really helpful way to consider making your choices. So in terms of progression, all students must stay in educational training after the age of 16. So we'll either progress to sixth form, onto college or onto an apprenticeship. And there is a presentation as part of our resources from Miss Mayer, our careers lead, about GCSE choices and progression into careers. Our sixth form offers a broad range of A-levels in different subjects, including art, music, photography, fashion and drama, as well as the traditional academic subjects. And while Key Stage 4 choices should take progression at 16 and 18 into account, it's not the only factor you should be considering when discussing the choices and what your child will select. There are some things that we need to make you aware of. We will not run courses if there are insufficient numbers for a viable group. And the number of groups we offer depends on the resources in terms of teachers and rooms that we have available. Some student first choices may not fit, so we ask on the options form that students select 2 reserved choices. The timetable is planned around the choices students make, so it won't be possible to make changes in the summer term or at the start of year 10. We have published a number of resources in order to support students and parents that are on our school website. The options booklet contains factual information from the exam board about the specification of the course for each GCSE. This includes information about how students will be examined, what topics are studied as part of the GCSE, and if there's any particular coursework requirement or practical requirements as part of that GCSE. You'll find videos from each of the option subjects giving more information about the GCSE, and you'll be able to watch these with your child in order to perhaps promote discussion at home before choices are made. There will be a video from Miss Mayer, our careers lead, to give you some advice and support about what careers support we offer students right from year 9 through GCSE and sixth form if they choose to stay on. We've also published the options form. This form is absolutely key to this process. It is a Google form, and we ask when you're selecting the 4 option subjects that you put them down in order of preference. So if it is your favourite subject and it's the one you want to study most, you must put it as number 1. Your second choice, number 2, third, number 3, fourth choice, number 4, and then you pick a reserve 1 and a reserve 2. Your reserve 1 should be the one that if any of your 4 choices you're unable to study, you are willing to take as the GCSE. Your reserve 2 is your second choice. So your reserves are you need to give them consideration as well, because they may be, you could on very rare occasions be asked to study that subject if we have insufficient resources to run viable groups or enough groups. The final deadline is Wednesday the 23rd of February. There is no rush to hand in this form as soon as possible. We will not look at any of the options forms until after this deadline. When you hand in the Google form, please ensure you keep a receipt of the form so you can remember what subjects your child has selected. After the deadline of the 23rd of February, some work will be done around what the students have opted for on their forms, and we will collate the first choices and look at how if we are able to make them work. Lists will be sent to Heads of Department Inclusion for checks, including whether the students can access the courses, and then the Year 9 pastoral team will check and interview some students if there's anything we wish to clarify or wish to kind of offer some more advice on. You will receive provisional confirmation of subjects during the summer term, so that will not be until after the Easter holidays. I'd like you to thank you for listening to this presentation. If you have any questions specifically about the options process, there is an opportunity to book an appointment via the School Cloud system to meet with one of the options teams on Wednesday the 2nd of February between 5 and 6 p.m. Please note this is only about the options, it is not regarding pastoral issues or academic suitability. You have received communication about how you find out information regarding that on a letter we sent during the week of the 24th of January. Thank you very much for listening.